Welcome to Module 8 of our course on Circumpolar Innovation. This week we're looking at a question of anticipating change. How do you actually start forecasting the future, thinking about where things are going, trying to determine where to make your investments and actually how to plan for what might come down the line? Innovation happens so fast. These are not things where you have 10 or 20 years to think in a leisurely fashion about what's going to go on. An organization like Amazon.com comes up almost overnight. And now there's Alibaba coming out of China, which will be even larger and more substantial than Amazon.com has ever been. The question then is, how do you mobilize the far north to pay attention to innovation, to think about its deficiencies and its opportunities? We have some severe educational shortcomings. We are still struggling to get the northern population up to the educational standards of the southern and developed worlds going forward. We face high barriers to business creation. We have trouble getting governments involved in northern issues. They're there to patch over the local problems and the immediate challenges. They're not looking at the north 50 or 60 years forward and thinking about where things might go. For a whole bunch of really good reasons, the North tends to focus on immediate issues. And they're right in front of us. Climate change, social and cultural transformations that are occurring, particularly in Indigenous communities. The challenges of economic marginalization, of having decisions made in the major capitals and in investment centers in London and Paris and England or in New York, all these different big cities. We're so far away. That's what we perceive to be the problems. We're struggling for community empowerment, trying to get regional autonomy, trying to get local control. In one sense, we must do all of these immediate things, but every bit of energy we're spending looking at that is taking away from our capacity to look to the future. We must look ahead in a hard and critical way. The present is cluttered with challenges. It attracts all of our attention. We're not looking forward. We must figure out a way to do this together. What I actually think has to happen, personally, we'll talk about that this week, is that the northern areas can't wait for other people to do this for them. They actually have to come together as a circumpolar world. They have to get the corporations, they have to get governments and universities, community organizations, Indigenous organizations together, and they have to take a bit of a time out. You cannot obsess about local and immediate challenges all the time. You must, as part of this process, start thinking about the kind of north you want, to anticipate change, to get yourselves ready for it. That's what we're going to discuss this week.